So every time she's shouting him, she's actually hasn't been there. No. I'll run out of ideas on how to start these videos, but here we go again, I guess. Here we go again. Welcome back to Cinema Rules. My name is Sean, and today we are watching a Martin Scorsese film. Today's film is The King of Comedy. I believe it's in 1981 or 1982. Directed by Martin Scorsese, of course, and starring Robert De Niro. It's actually starring Catherine Scorsese as well. So, is that his wife? Sister? I'm not too sure. I don't really know what this is about, but because I know that this inspired Joker along with Taxi Driver, I know kind of the vibe that I'm expecting. Obviously the Joker was very dark and brutal in a way, so I'm kind of expecting that, but not probably on the same level, because obviously with Joker, the character of the Joker comes chaos and anarchy, whereas this, I don't know the character. I don't really know the main character's intentions and personality and characteristics, blah 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 blah. But it's Robert De Niro, and this is probably Robert De Niro in his prime era. We all know that Robert De Niro's kind of teetered off in terms of quality and joining quality films and being part of those quality films lately. But this is prime Robert De Niro, which I'm excited to get into, and it's Martin Scorsese, man. I don't have much else to say other than, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We're uploading 4 times a week at the moment on YouTube and on Patreon. So if you want to gain access to these 4 reactions per week that we're uploading, link in the description for the Patreon page is down below. If you also want to watch the full-length reaction to this movie that we are about to watch, that link will also allow you to do so. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into The King of Comedy. I'm expecting to laugh. Is this a comedy? This better be a comedy, because, and it better be, he best be the best comedian, because he's the king of it. Anyway, let's get into The King of Comedy.
What's that supposed to mean? That's my whole life, Mayor Sydney's? It's my whole life. It's my whole life. That's right. And it's yours, but not mine.
It's not his whole life. What's not his whole life? This guy being obsessed. He seems like he's quietly obsessed. She's obviously obsessed fan. He's dressed like him, very similar to him.
My name is Rupert, and I know the name doesn't mean very much to you, but it means an awful lot to me. Believe, calm down. I'm a little nervous. I study everything that you ever did. I studied the way you built your one-liners, nice and relaxed.
Is he obsessed with being him? Or is he obsessed with the art and the craft of the art?
I'll tell you what. Why don't you call my office?
All right, okay.
All right?
I could do
You ask for Kathy Long.
Terrific.
She's my secretary.
Okay.
And we'll make time to listen to what you're talking about.
You know how many times I had this conversation in my head? This is beautiful.
He's obsessed with him.
Hey, Rupe, before I forget, I really appreciate you meeting me for lunch.
Oh, he's imagining it.
And you're asking me to do something that's impossible. It's impossible. Don't you understand? What?
What are you doing down there so late?
It's impossible.
Oh god, he's insane. He's a dreamer.
Are you happy in this place, Rita?
Why, you got something better?
Maybe.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, what are you doing tonight?
What am I doing tonight?
Yeah.
He's a smooth talker. I'll give him that.
You know, she died tragically alone, like many of the world's most beautiful women. I don't want to see that happening to you.
It's a weird thing to say.
He was a great comedian, a great innovator. That was a great, great loss.
So far, I don't see Robert De Niro.
Rupert, you have not changed.
Just a couple of hours ago. Do you know who I was talking to? Guess.
Your shrink?
She knows him as a person.
I don't get you. Here I am offering you a way out. Rita, every king needs a queen. I want you to be mine.
Is that him asking her out?
He's a very, very nice guy, and we had a terrific meeting. And you shouldn't sell yourself short.
He's exploding at what actually happened in his mind. He's thinking it's bigger than it actually was.
That's so, everybody. Isn't that so? Hey, that's the truth. I'll tell you.
Oh my god, it's so cringe.
I see. Yes, you can call me. I'll be here for the next hour and a half. I'm at my office, and the number is JL54321.
Oh my god, he's waiting there for an hour. I feel sorry for him.
Hello? Yes, Jerry and I discussed my being on the show last night. He told me to call. Yes. No, sure. I'm supposed to wait.
I really want to see his act. It's gonna be fucking trash. Oh, it's gonna hurt my whole being.
I will. I could see where Jerry would need that.
Yes.
Of course. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Nice meeting you. This is really what's right. This is great.
Oh, bless him. He's like a child.
What happened last night? Jerry say anything?
Nothing
Did he
happened.
talk about me?
No, he didn't talk about you. He talked about me, as a matter of fact.
Are they in
He said
cahoots?
something about me.
He didn't say anything about you. What's he gonna say about you after what you did in the car last night?
Oh my god, they're in cahoots.
And now, from New York, it's the Jerry Langford Show with Jerry's guests, Richard Pryor, Ben Gazzara, Elizabeth Ashley, Carol Burnett,
And the comedy find of the year, making his television debut, Rupert Pupkin, the new king of comedy.
So cringe.
What's the matter with you?
Mom!
Lower it.
I'm not gonna lower it. I have to do this now.
That's literally me right now recording this movie reaction with my parents downstairs.
At least once in his life, every man is a genius. And I'll tell you something, Rupert.
Imagination. This is reminds me a little bit like of Walter, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, where it's just his imagination just escapes him.
Please, Lauren, would you just please say something to my nephew Morris on the phone? He's in the hospital.
I'm
and
sorry, I'm
anything
late.
You should only get cancer. I hope you get cancer.
What? Jesus.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to see Jerry, please.
You are...
Oh my god.
Rupert Pupkin.
How so embarrassing.
But I'm a justice of the peace now. I perform weddings.
Do you? Jerry. Jerry, what are you doing? I can't believe this.
Just believe it, because it's part of the surprise.
Oh my god, it's so self-indulgent, self-centered mentality. Thinks the world owes him something. He's such a complicated person.
For a long and successful reign together. We'll be back to marry them right after.
Miss Long, when will Jerry be back?
Mr. Langford won't be in until very late this afternoon. Mr. Puppian, we mean what we say when we thank you for stopping up. And we mean it when we tell you that you can call us when you start working, all right? Goodbye.
Goodbye.
He's just gonna bring out an AK-47 and just mow them all down. Oh my god.
only authorized personnel and those persons with official business with our organization are permitted on our premises.
Yeah. In other words, you want me to leave the building?
Oh god, he's not gonna be happy. Oh no, he's just gonna wait there instead. He feels like the world owes him something. It's so silent.
We'll be staying in separate rooms and the blue bag is mine.
But Mr. Langford's not here.
Where is he? Out playing golf?
Yes.
Yes, of course. I hope he's finally going to break 100.
100?
Yes, 100.
Perhaps better you come back.
Oh, no, that's all right. We'll just wait a minute.
But Mr. Langford's not here.
I'm not sure if this is real or not. If he's not here, what the hell?
I'm sorry to disturb you, sir. What's wrong? Everything's wrong. There are a couple over here. His name is
Pumpkin.
Oh God, this is actually real.
Remember this one with Ray Charles and Jerry Special?
He's just literally walked into his house. This is crazy.
Hi, Jerry. How are you? We were just freshening up upstairs. Rita, I want you to meet the Jerry Langford. Jerry, I want you to meet the Rita King.
What's happening right now?
You know, I could have the both of you arrested.
You could have us arrested. Well, of course you could have us arrested. I mean, there's no way that we can prove that we belong here.
Oh my God.
We set up a story where you invite all your friends out for the weekend and you throw them all in jail.
Oh my God. Robert De Niro is incredible.
He's a real character.
Rupert, he's saying he wants us to go.
No, he's not saying that. Jerry, tell her that. You're not saying that. He's not saying that at all.
I can't believe this is actually happening.
I want you out of here. I want you out of here now.
I still can't believe this has actually happened. I thought it was his imagination again. I don't think he would actually go this far.
Well, it is when you tell me to call you and then you don't.
I told you to call to get rid of you.
To get rid of me?
That's right.
Okay. All right, I can take a hint.
If I didn't tell you that, we'd still be standing on the steps at my apartment.
Yeah, all right. So I made a mistake.
So did Hitler.
What the hell are you talking?
What are you doing? Are you crazy?
Get in, Jerry. Get in.
Hi, Jerry.
Oh Jesus! Now they've kidnapped him. Oh my God.
Now watch your eyes, Jerry. I'm going to take these off now. It's a little bright in here, okay?
He knows that ain't real.
Again, why did they hang up?
Probably sort of a gag. We get that all the time.
Well, I find that strange, you know. But it's typical. Because that's the way they treat even you. Because I'll let you in on a little secret. That's the way they treated me.
The secret. Like, she said his name earlier. Like, he knows it's him.
If a man who identifies himself as the king.
I like it. I'm so glad I went with red. It looks so good on him.
Looks good, Jerry.
What do they think is gonna happen? Like, after the show, if they ever get on it?
There is nothing else. Just my word. Now, is my word good enough?
I'm sorry, Jerry.
I thought he was gonna be so stupid enough to believe it.
Hello, how are you today? Well, I'm calling you. Well, Mr. King calling collect long distance for Mr. Thomas.
The thing is, the guy is Robert Downey Jr. Robert De Niro's character is literally harmless. It's a fake gun. He's literally harmless. Oh, he's got a bullet for dinner. Oh God. Yeah, so this is her obsession.
You know, sometimes during the day I'll do the simplest things, you know, like I'll be taking a bath and I say to myself, I wonder if Jerry's taking a bath right now.
This is the real reason why Tom isn't in some of these videos now. He's just too obsessed with me. He literally said that same thing to me a couple of weeks ago. He was having a bath and he was wondering if I had a bath. And I was just like, out. Cut that. I had enough. I'm kidding, obviously.
I love you.
Oh, God.
Can you call Miss Long?
No, can't help you, sir. Your name is not on the list, so I cannot let you in. That's
Why?
the rules and regulations of the place.
Are they...
Sorry, sir.
Are they just not...
Stop him, please. Stop him.
Hey, what's going on? Come on.
Oh, he paid someone to do that. Oh, he's smart. Jesus.
Unhappy together and
Yeah, she's crazy. Crazy confirmed.
But you don't get to see anyone from the show until I get to see Langford.
I'd like to see someone from the show first.
Well, I'm telling you, you won't see someone unless you tell us where Langford is.
Well, then Jerry Langford is dead.
Oh.
Bumpkin, I gotta tell you this. From this point on, you had the right to remain silent. You understand?
How is this film going to end?
See, I have to be in control, and I like being in control. But you know, for one night, I'd like to see myself out of my head. Wouldn't you like to see me out of my head? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be fabulous?
Jesus. I thought I've had bad dates.
My first guest, you'll agree with me that he's destined for greatness.
Oh, he's probably reading off cue cards or something.
So will you please give your warmest greetings to the newest king of comedy, Rupert Pupkin.
Oh, God. What's going to happen?
Yeah, but you don't understand my position.
Uh-huh.
I have you right now.
That's true.
As long as I have you, I have a shot at Langford,
Yes,
right?
but you don't have Jerry.
I understand that.
You know, as fast as I can.
He's going to escape, isn't he? And he's off. Oh my God, she's running after him like that. Are we actually going to see his act? And is it actually going to be funny?
But like everyone else, I grew up in large part thanks to my mother.
We're learning his
Only here
backstory
today, I'd say,
for the first
"Hey,
time.
Mom, what are you doing here? You've been dead for 9 years.
What?
You should have seen my mother. She was wonderful. Blonde, beautiful,
What?
intelligent, alcoholic.
So every time she's shouting him, she's actually hasn't been there. No.
One kid, poor kid, he was afraid of me, and I used to tell him, hit me, what's the matter with you? Don't you want to graduate?
I love the fact that it's translating, it's telling us his whole backstory of why he is like this, and his life is tragic.
Yeah, I'm the one who wrote the material.
You wrote that material?
I happen to disagree with you. I thought they were very good jokes.
Yeah.
I thought they were alright.
The kidnapping king of comedy was sentenced today to 6 years imprisonment.
6 years. So when he's 40, he'll be out.
He reported that he had been spending his time writing his memoirs, which had been purchased by a leading New York publishing house for in excess of $1 million.
He's literally made it big because of it. He's a genius.
Rupert Pupkin, ladies and gentlemen. Rupert Pupkin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Rupert Pupkin.
Why is it saying it over and over again? Is he still in prison? Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so that was my reaction to The King of Comedy, directed by the great Martin Scorsese and obviously starred the amazing Robert De Niro as well. Wow. Just wow. I didn't expect to like this movie so much. I am surprised that not many people talk about this film still. And I really understand why the name, the film came up so much when the Joker was released. The Joker borrows heavily from this film. However, I do still, after seeing this, still appreciate Joker's contribution and adding to the building blocks and its own tone and flair, even though it does borrow heavily from this film. I think this is so underrated, and again, people don't talk about this film much or enough. I haven't heard it much, at least, and yeah, like for me as a 26-year-old, I think other people that probably haven't heard of it, I think they would really enjoy it if they're my age. I don't know about younger audiences. Obviously, younger audiences probably don't appreciate the art of cinema as much as I do, or we do, who are watching. But I do really think that people need to watch this film, and this is why I love this channel, to react to these movies and share my thoughts and opinions, and trying to get these older films, lesser known, but I guess this isn't lesser known, but lesser known movies out to people that haven't heard or seen these movies at least. I love the story, I love the writing, I love the directing, I love the acting. I felt like this movie, in terms of directing, didn't feel elementary. There's a different word I'm trying to find, but that's the word that I'm thinking of at the moment. But it's not elementary, but it seems less experimental, less iconic than his other movies like Raging Bull, Goodfellas, Taxi Driver I haven't seen, by the way, either, but it seems less experimental and iconic than those movies in terms of a directing point of view. I feel the pacing is perfect. I didn't feel bored. I didn't feel like it was rushing. It was I felt it took its time, and I was just going with the flow. But I really think Robert De Niro really not carried, but he was a standout in this movie. He was brilliant in this movie. I was so invested. His little mannerisms, his quirks, the way he like moved his head. He was very. I did not see Robert De Niro in this role. I said it at the beginning of the reaction. I couldn't see him. I could only see the character, and that's when you know it's an incredible performance. This movie is interesting because it blurs reality and delusion in together, and you don't know what is real and what isn't. But it does it so smoothly that it doesn't feel jolting. It doesn't feel like it doesn't affect the pacing of the movie. It makes you question what is real and what isn't, and it makes you question that at the right times. So, for example, at the very end, when it's zooming in on his face and it's repeating his name, the way that was shot and the way that was handled, it made me think of, when you're in a dream and it's like someone saying the same thing over and over again, and then you're starting to wake up. That very like cartoonish trope. That's what it reminded me of, and it got me the feeling of, was that success after that all in his head? Is he in a prison cell at the moment thinking that that's what's going to happen when he comes out? And it leaves you with that thought. It's so good. It's so good. I could talk about this movie forever, and I would love to watch this movie straight away again. Like, there's some certain films where you look that are really, really good, but you're like, I feel like I need to not watch that for another year or two. Like, for example, A Ghost Story. If you haven't seen that, I've reacted to it on this channel as well, so go and check that out. Check that video out. And that film I loved, and I rated it the highest rating I've rated a film on this channel. But I haven't been having that need to watch it again because it was so draining. This, I'd love to watch it again just tomorrow. Just as all the nuances, the character. I love it. I absolutely love it. So what would I rate this out of 10? I'm gonna rate this a 9.2 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. And you could watch it like as just almost like a comfort film, like on in the background. Do you agree with my rating? It's very high. I think a lot of people would either strongly agree or strongly disagree. I don't know. But please let me know down in the comment section below what you would rate this movie. Don't be mistaken. I do try to read every single comment. So comment down below what your thoughts and opinions of this movie are. If you want to watch the full-length reaction with me, link in the description for the Patreon page is down below. That link will also gain you access to watch these reactions early. And I do need to watch Taxi Driver and Raging Bull, so stay tuned for those. But yeah, other than that, if you're not already subscribed and you liked my discussion, my analysis, and my reaction, hit that subscribe button and that like button. It helps out the channel a lot, so thank you very much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers. Peace.